All right, so I am recording. I just wanted to bring up a few quick things before I go into Andy's video. We've got our new coach boot camp that is kicking off on Monday. So if you have any new coaches that need to be added to it, or if you are pushing to add coaches to your team, that is a good way to kind of push that and give them that deadline of, hey, I've got this new coach boot camp coming up, and I'd really like for you to be a part of it and for me to be able to sponsor you or mentor you, however you want to word that. So to get them going before the end of this month so that they can hop into that boot camp. As well, we have on Team Goal Crushers anyway, we've got our charity challenge, and the first one is going to be kicking off on Monday the 2nd. So if you have anybody to add to that, make sure that you comment on Sarah's post in the team page. And also make sure if you are getting people who are going to be in either of the charity challenges, whether that's the one on the 2nd or the 16th, that you are recording how many challenge packs you've sold and how much you're donating to what organization, because I'd really like that to be something that we could share at the end of this month or coming into December, because I think that's really cool that we're going to be able to give back to these causes. Fall Classic, I know a lot of you are already registered for Fall Classic. If you're not registered and you need a team still, let us know ASAP, because we've got to get you signed up by the end of this month. The registration closes on the 31st, and then you cannot get in. And it's free, and it'll push you, and it's a good thing to do, so make sure that you get into that. And then I just wanted to give a few shout-outs to Miss Shannon, who is on the call. Both of my shout-outs are on the call, so I'm excited. But I wanted to give a shout-out to Shannon for hitting Success Club 17. That's huge. And the way I look at this is I liked the way that Saudi put it in the National Wake Up Call about the 3 Lives Club. Instead of thinking like, I need to hit Success Club, think I need to help 3 people. Because if you help 3 people, you're going to hit Success Club. And by hitting Success Club 17, that means that Shannon's helped like 9 people, you guys. That's crazy. That's like a huge amount of people that she's helped either with their fitness or nutrition goals or financially as a coach. So that's amazing to help that many people. So definitely keep that up. I'm really excited for you and what you're doing. And I want to give a shout out to Sarah, who is our top recruiter so far this month. And I say so far this month because, guys, we still have 3 days. You guys can catch these girls. But she has rocked at growing her team this month, and it's really exciting to watch that and watch her grow too. So awesome job, you guys. I'm really excited. I posted in the team page last Friday, and I'm going to start doing this every Friday, our top volume producers, because I think it's really important to realize that yes, Success Club is awesome, and you need to hit Success Club every month to grow your business and to help people and to grow your income, but you can be a diamond coach making the bare minimum with all discount coaches, or you can be a diamond coach who has built your business smart, has business builders under you, and who is earning a significant amount more because you are getting as much from your volume as possible. So I really want to push the importance of volume. I know that Kelly does this in the Team Hard Hitters page. She always announces all the top volume producers every week. So I wanted to start doing that on our page, and since I feel like that's something that everybody struggles with a little bit to understand what volume is, what the importance of it is, how you earn it, what happens when you earn it. That is why I asked Andi to talk about it, because she has become an absolute pro at this between running hers and Eric's business, and seeing basically, I mean, she saw firsthand what it was like to have a diamond business with all discount coaches, which was Eric's business, and to have a diamond business with business builders who are rocking it, which was her business. So she kind of knows firsthand the difference between volume, the importance of what leg to place coaches on, and all of those things. So I'm going to screen share. It is her son's 5th birthday today. So she shot us a video so that we could share. So I am going to hopefully share this with you. Wish me luck, and we will see if this works. And then, sorry, bear with me while I try and figure this out because I'm horrible at all of this. And tell me if you can see this. Hopefully. Okay, I'm hoping you guys can see this. Can everybody see this? Not if you can see this. Yeah? Okay, good. I'm hoping that the volume is going to be okay for you so that you guys will be able to see it. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this. And since Becca, I know you're on the call, will you text me if you like can't see or hear this so that I know? And here's Andi.
Hey guys, Andi here. So sorry I can't be live with you guys tonight. It's my son's 5th birthday. So unfortunately I couldn't jump on the call, but I wanted to share some stuff with you. Shayna so kindly asked me to talk about volume. And so I'm just going to tell you what I've done so far. Everything I've learned has been from top coaches. That's how I run my business, is basically watching from the top, and then I do the same thing, and it's worked quite nicely for me. So now I want to share with you what I've done. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Andi. I'm the founder of Team Faithfully Fit. I'm currently a 3-star diamond coach. I'm pushing to be an elite coach for 2015. And I'm excited about this time of year, and I hope you guys are too. You might be hearing a lot of comments about it being a hard time of year, but it's all what you make of it. Last year at this time, I was a diamond coach, a new diamond coach, and I went into the holidays full throttle thinking, I'm not going to let anybody tell me this is a tough time of year. I strategically did the 21-day fix in October to get some really good before and afters, and it boosted my business so much. So wherever you're at with your business, I just wanted to let you know that you have so much potential to take this wherever you want it to go. I strongly believe in that, from what I've been able to build for my family over the past year. And my goal now is to, and has been, to really help each and every one of you meet your goals. If you have a goal to build a full-time income from Beachbody, I know it's possible, and I want to help you do it. So today let's focus on volume. A little bit about what I've done in terms of rank versus bank. I heard a long time ago a tip, to not just look at a rank. You don't want to just shoot for 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, whatever, or diamond. You want to really concentrate on how that looks in terms of volume. So because volume is what drives your residual income. So we all make money off commission when you sell a challenge pack, but the money that will help build a full-time income that is a sustainable income that you're getting, a decent check every week, is from volume, from your team cycle bonuses. So first I want to take it back to basics really quick. I don't know if all of you are in the Push to Diamond training, or if you've heard some of this before, I apologize, but it's always a good refresher. So as an Emerald coach with a team cycle bonus, where you have a coach on each of your legs, you make $14 on every team cycle bonus, and I'll show you a little bit more of what that means in a minute. As a Ruby coach, where you have 2 coaches on each leg, and one of those coaches on each side is an Emerald coach, you make $60 every time your team volume cycles. As a Diamond coach, where you have 4 coaches on each side and an Emerald on each side, you make $18. So that is the most you can make per cycle, is $18 a cycle, but that really starts to add up. Not only in the sense that you are making $2 more per cycle, but more so in the sense that you have more volume under you because you have a bigger team. So I wanted to show you a little something. I'm going to screen share here and show you kind of what my downline looks like, and point out, just for those of you who maybe haven't figured out which leg is your strong leg versus your weak leg yet, we need to start there. So let me show you that real quick. So here is my online office with my graphical genealogy. So what you'll see right away that won't be totally obvious is a personally sponsored coach over here, and this person does not have a PS above her. So she is not a personally sponsored coach, and she's right in my downline right there. So what that means, and I did not sign up this person, neither did any of my coaches. So she is a coach that was added to my team from somebody above me, making this, my right leg, my strong leg. Over here is built of coaches that only have been added by myself or by coaches under me. So this is my weak leg. So what that translates into when we're talking about team cycle bonuses and volume is every time this leg, my right leg, has 200 volume points, And every time this leg, my left leg, my weak leg, has 100 volume points, I make $18. So if you look up here for this current week that ends tomorrow, my left leg volume is just about half what my right leg volume is, which is exactly what you want it to be, because you want your strong leg volume to double what your weak leg volume does or more, so that you can maximize the team cycle bonuses. So at this point, I would make basically 25 times $18, and that would be my team cycle bonus for this week. Any volume that does not get used, as long as you maintain your rank of emerald or ruby or diamond or above, gets banked. And as long as you, again, maintain that rank, that bank continues to grow. So it's another important aspect of trying to maintain whatever rank you're at, and obviously going further so that you don't lose that banked volume. So one other thing I wanted to point out in terms of volume is, like I said, I went for bank over rank. And so when I signed little Miss Shayna over here, I knew she'd be awesome, but she was one of the first coaches I signed. And you can tell that because this person, this person, this person, and this person are not mine. So Shayna was the first coach I signed on my right leg. At the time, I didn't even know it was my strong leg. And Bryn was the first coach I signed on my left. So this made my strong leg. Once Shayna came out and I knew she was going to blow it out the water and become a diamond really quickly, I thought that's great for my strong leg, because where my account is placed on my direct upline is actually on an inside leg, which we don't want to do, because what that does is it does not create as much volume coming from the top as being on an outside leg. So this is an inside leg, this is an outside leg. This is an outside leg, inside leg. So you always want to build far and wide. So you want it to continue to come out like this, and so on down this way. It's a little bit confusing when you look at this view, because you're like, well, then why are all these people on the inside? Well, their graphical genealogy looks different than mine. So these aren't people that have been added to an inside leg. They're building off of other coaches, so don't worry about that. I've consistently put all of you on outside legs all the way down to maximize your earning potential as a coach. Moving on my strong leg, when Shayna hit diamond, I knew that because I'm on an inside leg, it would be more difficult to build up my right leg volume. So I strategically placed another coach who I knew would get to diamond pretty quickly, or I had a pretty good idea that she would, Miss Kimberly Jensen. So I strategically placed her on my strong leg, knowing that she would get to diamond, and that would not make me a 2-star diamond because I didn't have any other diamonds on my left side at the time. But in terms of volume, I needed more volume on my right so that my left could cycle more and I could then earn more team cycle bonuses. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to not just ramble on, but have it make sense. So I've had a lot of people ask me, why did you go from 1-star to 3-star? You know, we never heard about you going to 2-star. Well, that was because I had Shayna on my right, and then I had Kimberly on my right as well. They were both diamond, but in order to, every time you add a diamond, they need to be opposite. So I didn't technically become a 3-star until I made a diamond on my left. And that's what I did with Eric's account. I got his account to diamond. So once I officially locked that in after 6 weeks, consecutive weeks, that basically pushed me to 3-star. So let's say I guessed right with Kim that she would become diamond pretty quick, but I put her over on my left side. I would not have made as much volume, therefore I would not have made as much income because my right and left leg volume wouldn't have been balanced the way that I need it to be to maximize that income. So I hope that part makes sense. Think about that as you're building your team. When you're building to diamond, it's very difficult to predict where to put people. So don't worry about it too much. What I do want to make sure you guys do is strategically place your spouse if you've gotten to that point. And there we go, sorry. Strategically place your spouse on your weak leg so that that maximizes your weak leg volume. Because hopefully the way that I've structured our team, you're earning a decent amount of volume, I would think, on your right leg already. And so therefore you want your spouse to counteract that on your weak leg because you can control that account. You can't control, obviously, what your coaches do. That's not what you're trying to do. You're not trying to control anybody, but you can only do as much as you can do. So you want to have any added accounts on your weak leg. So as you're building to diamond, you want to ping pong back and forth, but you also want to be cautious of where you're placing people, because if you have somebody come to you and say, I love Shakeology, I just want the discount, then you can put them on either side. But if you have somebody who's been a rock star in your challenge group and they really want to run with this business, you want to make sure that if you have anybody else on your team that has that same mentality, that they're on opposite sides so that they can both go to Emerald and beyond and help you get to diamond as well. So be thinking about that. Once you get to diamond, a lot of people tend to get stuck there. And I don't want any of you to get stuck there. It's not a stopping point. Diamond is not a stopping point. Just because you max out on your earning potential in terms of the $18 per cycle, you're not going to see your income and your team grow if you just go, okay, well, I got to diamond and now I'm making the most per team cycle bonus, so I'm good. You want to keep continuing to add to your team and help them to emulate what you've done for many different reasons, obviously, so that your income continues to grow, so that you can continue to rank advance, and so that you can make sure that your diamond status is locked in. I can tell you with my account, when it was at diamond versus what Eric's account is at diamond, it's drastically different. I tried my best to make Eric's account balanced with volume, but it was really tough. He has a very strong leg that's coming down from my downline, so I felt like, oh, I don't have this super strong leg because of where I was placed. And in the end, it's really hasn't played a big part in this, because you still have to build your team. You still have to build your own volume on both sides in a sense. Well, with Eric's account where I've placed people, again, you can't always guess what people are going to do. And I did my best with trying to figure out where to put people. And it's not so much maximizing the volume like I thought it would, which is okay. Over time, it will catch up, and that's fine. And it was also, I was also using his account in a different way, and I was trying to place those coaches strategically for their income to flourish as well. So there's a lot to think about when it comes to volume and where to put people. But right now, I want each of you just to pay attention to where you place your spouse and make sure you know which is your weak leg, because once you get to diamond, you should be adding, for every 2 coaches you add on your weak leg, you should add 1 to your strong. So instead of ping-ponging back and forth, one coach one side, one coach the next, you want to be building up your weak leg volume, because I would venture to guess that your strong leg volume is already being built for you from our team in some way. So you need to counteract that on your left side so that on your weak side, so that you are maximizing your earning potential. If you guys have any questions about this, just comment in the thread below, or you can comment on my team page and tag me in it, and I'll be sure to clear anything up if anything is a little bit confusing. So real quick, just as a recap, just Make sure you are building your team for success, and you don't want to overthink this whole placement thing, but at the same time you want to understand how it works so that you are maximizing your income. It's been very eye-opening for me as I learn more about this, and another one of my goals is to make sure that you guys understand it all 100% now while you're team building, so that you don't look back and go, oh shoot, I should have placed this person here, this person there, or whatever. Because I've talked to top coaches who've felt that way, and then they feel that, you know, they could have made a lot more income a lot earlier on had they known all these little tips of where to put people. So that's why this is a really important topic, and I know it's confusing and it's not really the fun part of all of this, but it's really important. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys that I'm learning right now, as well as, like I said, diamond is not a stopping point. I want you all to go way beyond diamond. I've learned so much that I had no idea even existed. As a 2-star coach and above, you're allowed to open up a second business center, which is another account that you can run. So I'm actually doing that today and strategically figuring out where to place it. Because once you do that, not as a 2-star, not only do you earn a quarterly bonus, which is a decent amount of money that would be nice to have every 4 months, but you also, as that second business center, you place it hopefully under your spouse or the other account you've already been running. So when you when you sell a challenge pack, all your success club points and everything rolls up, and basically you're earning volume off of everything from that point on in your business through 3 different accounts. So that's where I really see my income jump up, is when I got Eric's account to Diamond. A little bit before then, I started transferring customers to his account, which I would highly recommend to boost your volume, because he's on my weak leg. So I would get myself to Success Club 10, and then I would start to work on his account and place orders under him to get Success Club points under him, so that I can get the Success Club benefits from 2 accounts. But not only that, I would go back and look at all my customers from the previous month, and I would transfer them under Eric's account. So every time, for people who are still buying Shakeology, every time their Shakeology comes up, we make the commission off of Eric's account, we make the volume off of Eric's account, and we also make the volume off of my account. So it's not exactly doubling your money, but in a sense it is doubling in terms of doubling your volume. So the same idea is with another business center. It'll all trickle up. So I've wondered all along, how do these coaches create such big incomes? And the volume is where it's at. That's how people have been able to create tremendous incomes. And so it's been a huge focus of mine to figure out the strategy in it. And so I want you guys to start planning for it now, so that you plan your team accordingly. Another thing is, when you place people, it's not, as long as you are building far and wide and not placing on inside legs, which you would have to go in and tell it to be on an inside leg. So don't worry too much about that it's accidentally happened or anything like that. But all of your coaches under you are going to benefit. So it doesn't hurt people where you place them. It's not like a game of chess and you're going to be the only winner. That was something that I kept trying to figure out, because I always feel like I don't want things to be just for my personal gain. I want to set everybody up for success. So as I was looking more into it, because you're all on an outside leg of mine on either side, and I'm constantly adding to both sides, you're all benefiting once you get to Emerald status and above from the volume of coaches added after. So the way that works, just to clarify a little bit, is, let's say you're on my weak leg, and I'll use my strong leg, since you're all on Shayna's team, you're all on my strong leg. So every time I had a coach, or anybody, or Shayna adds a coach, after the date that you signed up, you will benefit on your strong leg from all that volume from that coach. So if that coach ends up being an elite coach someday, a 5-star coach or something, that's a lot of volume potential. So there's built-in ways from Beachbody to really help maximize all of our incomes. The same is true on my week leg. So for every time a coach is added after the date that any of my coaches signed up, they will earn that volume from those coaches. So it's a big deal. And I just want you guys to know what the potential is there and that you guys can all do this. So again, I hope I didn't ramble on too much. I really wanted to give you guys some factual information. And if you ever have questions on where to place a coach, definitely reach out to Shayna, or you can reach out to me and I will help you try to figure out where best to place them. And finish the year strong. I hope you guys listened to the National Wake Up Call from Monday. If you haven't yet, I strongly encourage you to. It was just a great pep talk on going full throttle all the way through Christmas. You know, now is the time to set yourself up for success for 2016, because I can tell you from experience, January and February, and even going all the way through spring, is huge in this business. And what you do now will set you up for those months. It's like a platform. If you're consistent now, if you're consistent with your power hour, if you're consistent with working a program from start to finish and getting those before and after pictures and strategically posting them and consistent on your Facebook, consistent on your Instagram, people are watching you. I've had a lot of people on our team lately say, like, how are you hitting Success Club every month? You know, I look at your promos on your Facebook page and nobody responds to them. That's right. If you take this past weekend, for example, it was our anniversary, and I strategically posted certain things to boost my affinity, and I had hundreds of likes, several comments, 30, 40 comments on different posts. And then I posted a promotion on Sunday evening, and I got about 20 likes, and all of them are from you sweet people, coaches, and like my mom and my grandma. I don't get business, or I'm not good at recruiting. I'm not recruiting coaches so much through my promotions. You're not seeing it on there. You're not seeing several comments underneath like, sign me up. But I still post consistently because I'm consistently adding to my network every single day. So there's new people on there that haven't seen what I have to offer yet. So you better believe I'm going to continue to post about what I have to offer with this opportunity, what I have to offer with the challenge group. And if I get crickets on it, I just go, oh, well, every time I go to hit post, I just tell myself, no expectations, you know? And I want you guys to have that same mentality. Don't let it get in your head if people aren't responding, because trust me, people don't respond to me all the time. What I do is a lot of behind the scenes. I am consistently inviting people to challenge groups, consistently inviting people to join sneak peeks or one-day glances into coaching or whatever our team is doing, or hard hitters, or whatever's coming up. I use all of that, but a personal message goes a long way. You may feel like you're bothering people, but you're really not. I needed a personal invite. I would have never responded to a Facebook invite. The reason we do Facebook invites is for the people who obviously will just jump on and say, hey, sign me up, and just to get the word out so people learn to trust you and watch you. I've said it 100 times. Rewind a few months ago, I can't tell you how many messages I would get from people saying, I've been watching you and now I believe. So if you're a new coach and you're feeling like this isn't going to work, or nobody's commenting on your stuff or whatever, stay consistent and it'll pay off. Trust me, especially going through the end of the year. Consistency is key. Take it back to basics. Don't get stressed out about time. I mean, this week has been crazy. My husband's off work, which is awesome, but we've got plans up the wazoo, and I feel like I got this big old deadline with this baby coming out soon. So I've got a lot going on, and I just prioritize my day. I make sure to get into power hour. And confession, yesterday, I didn't get my power hour done. So today I sent out double the invites. So I make it up somewhere. So if you want this bad enough, you can do it. Trust me. I I just want the best for each and every one of you, and I'm rooting for all of you, and I'm here for you, whatever you need. And I know that Shayna, as my success partner, feels exactly the same way. We are here to work with the willing. We have seen what this business can do personally, financially, and just how it can boost you up to be helping other people. And so we're ready to run, and we want you guys to run right there with us. I want to go to Summit in July with each and every one of you coming up on stage because you're all these Star Diamond coaches. I mean, how awesome would that be? I think about it all the time, and I just am so pumped up, and I want you guys to feel the same way and go help people. The 3 Lives Club. If you haven't hit Success Club yet, you still have, what, 3 days? 3 lives. Don't think about it as points. Think about there's got to be 3 people in my life who can benefit from the 21-day fix. I mean, who can't benefit from the 21-day fix? And go talk to them. All right, guys. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right. So that's Andi's video for us. The one thing that I wanted to add to her video before I open it up to questions from you guys.
So what we're going to talk about tonight.
Oh, well, shoot. And now
It's
I've got
something
something
I've
else
actually talked about.
I'm really good at this. The one thing that I wanted to add from Andi's post is retail income, like she was saying, it can only get you so far. And teen cycle bonuses is really where it's at when it comes to growing your income. I will tell you, I'm a little over a year into this right now. My retail income weekly has averaged about, I would say maybe $100, $150 a week from the time that I signed up to now. It is exactly the same. What I was earning retail income was, and from my startup date to my paycheck last week, is relatively close to the same number. My income is growing because of the team that I built, because of the volume that I'm getting from you guys, from your guys' success, which is why it's so important to pay attention to volume and to step up as a leader to your team and really help them to see success too. That's the one thing I loved about this business, is that you don't just sign all these people up, because it does you no good to have an entire team full of discount coaches. It does no good for you. It's not all about selling, because as a single person, you can only sell so much. You can only reach so many people a week, a month. What it really is about is creating success for yourself by creating success for other people. And that's what I love. Like, we're helping people with their fitness and their nutrition, but we're also helping people financially by getting them into this business and helping them reach more people. So in turn, we are reaching, think of it this way, this is the way I've tried to look at it, is every coach that I sign means, in a way, I am able to reach more people and help them either with their fitness, their nutrition, financially, personal development-wise, because I sign Becca, and Becca signs these people and has these challengers, and Michelle has these challengers and these people she's signed. I wouldn't have been able to reach those people unless I had reached out to Becca and Michelle and signed them up and gotten them interested and involved so that they're reaching more people. So that's kind of the way that I look at it. But now I guess I'm just going to open it up to you guys for questions so that you can ask any questions that you guys have that are on tonight, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. And then obviously, if you're not on this call, I've recorded it for you so that you guys can see it, and just feel free to post comments below as well. But I'll open it up to you ladies now, and if you've got any questions about anything Andi shared or anything else, just now's your time. Let me know what's up. This is when everyone gets quiet.
I have a question.
All right, yay.
So what she was talking about with transferring customers to Eric's account for, like, I guess what she was saying was like HD customers.
Mm-hmm.
So how, I guess maybe I missed that because I'm like trying to do like a million things at once too, but before I have to put Olivia to bed. But basically, like, how does that benefit? And then, you know, like my situation with how I have placement, how could I manipulate that with my dad on one leg and Jack on the other?
you would want to put your HD customers under Jack because Jack is on your weak leg. Basically how it benefits, like if you looked at Andy's graphical genealogy and if you look at your own, you've got a strong leg and you've got a weak leg. Your weak leg, only you're building volume on. And your strong leg, all of these other coaches are building volume on. You're getting all this volume from people that you have no control over, you've not signed them, nothing. So on your weak leg, if you transfer your HD customers under Jack, for example, let's say you've got like 4,000 volume on your strong leg and you've got like 900 volume on your weak leg. You're not maximizing that potential because you've got a lot of banked leftover volume on your strong leg once you've blown through that 900 volume on your weak leg. So to maximize your team cycle bonuses, if you start transferring your Shakeology HD customers to Jack, and all you have to do that, you guys, it's super easy. You just call Coach Relations, or if you're me, you live chat. I live chat everything. And you just give them your customer's name and email address and their last order number. And they will just transfer it down. You can transfer them to anybody. It's just like if you were to transfer a customer to you. So you can transfer them down to your spouse or whoever it is that you have that you're working their business on your weak leg so that you are getting more volume on your weak leg and you're able to cycle more times because you've got more volume. So for like, I've done this with Jeff too. Jeff is on my weak leg, so I have transferred literally all of my HD customers to him. Because like I said, you are obviously, if they are your customers, you're earning commission off of them. But I got to the point in my business where my strong leg and weak leg were so lopsided volume-wise that if I were to transfer those customers to Jeff, he would get the commission off of them. So I'm getting that commission still. But now I'm able to cycle more times because I've got more volume coming up to me from Jeff because that's going to count as Jeff's volume now. So I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense the way I described it?
Yeah, no, completely.
Volume, I feel like I need a whiteboard because I'm like standing here with my fists. But
yeah, you're like this. Yeah, that helps a lot because I was going to ask, like, how do I do that without, like, seeming like a creep to someone? But then I remember, like, they won't even know because you have all the information that you need.
And
so.
they won't know. And it's similar to, like, I am starting to send coaches under Jeff right now because I want to build him up to diamond now. I do it the same way. Customers aren't going to see if you move them to a different coach. The only time they'll see it is if they log on. So if you feel more comfortable telling them, you can. When I sign up coaches under Jeff, for example, I just say, hey, you know what? When you sign up, you're going to see that Jeff is your upline coach, but don't worry, you're still on my team. I am still your upline coach. Like, Jeff is just the middleman. Sorry, my cat is going to unplug me. So I tell coaches, I generally don't tell customers because they're never going to notice. And they're still my challengers. They're still the people that I help. And I log into Jeff's account daily, just like I do my own. I log into mine, I'm not going to lie, probably 5-6 times a day. I'm checking it constantly. But I log into Jeff's at least once a day, and I check their orders. I make sure that their orders are going through okay, if there's any discrepancies there. So I'm still following up with them just as if they were my customers. I'm just getting commission from Jeff and volume from me, which it's not doubling up because it's not like you're not getting double commission, but it's getting more money out of the business, basically. You're utilizing it better.
Thank you.
Oh. Does anybody else have any questions about volume stuff?
Well, so I've got 3 people that I'm going to talk to about discount coaching. And if they just flat out are like not interested and don't want to do it, then I should just transfer their accounts because they are regular, like they get Shakeology every month. I should just transfer their accounts to Mike then.
Yes, I would.
Okay. All right.
It definitely would. And the thing too that is nice, if you have built your spouse up, I recommend if you are starting to do this to at least try to build your spouse up to Emerald, because then you're going to be able to like get even more money because they're going to start earning team cycle bonuses too, which is kind of a bonus. But yeah, I definitely would, just because it makes more sense. You're going to end up making more money. And having your spouse, I mean, obviously that's the account you're running, so you're going to still make that commission that you would if they were under you.
Right. Like this month his mom bought Shakeology. So I'm still getting the commission off that. It just, the one social, SC point just went to Success Club point went to him instead of to me.
Yeah, so technically Mike is getting the commission, but you're getting the commission from that, and then you're earning team cycle bonuses as you in the top. Yeah. Yep.
Now, I shouldn't try to do anything with his account or like add discount coaches or anything to his account until after I go diamond, right?
I wouldn't unless you need him to help you get to diamond.
Okay.
So, like for me, I got to diamond without needing to get Jeff to emerald. I just happened to have people. It actually kind of didn't work out the way that I had planned it. And this is what Andi was saying. You never know who's going to run with this business, who's going to be like a rock star coach and who's not. So when I signed up Becca, for example, I wasn't sure how much she was going to run it. And then she took off with it. Well, Becca is on the same leg as Jeff. So it wouldn't have helped me to get Jeff to emerald too, because I already had Becca there and I knew she was solid. She wasn't going to go anywhere. So for me, it didn't make sense to build him to emerald at that point. So I didn't start building him until I needed to get him to diamond, which is what I'm doing now. But let's say like you've got a rock star on the opposite leg who is to emerald, and you just need one emerald on this side, and you've got people you can think to sign up as discount coaches, definitely get them there. There's no reason not to, because that'll get you to the highest team cycle bonus you can be earning.
Okay.
Any other questions, ladies?
I questioned you out yesterday, so.
That's all right. That's what I'm here for. And
I
honestly,
will get this. It's sinking in.
you will. And I'm not going to lie, like Andi and I went through this a lot, you guys. Like we didn't just wake up knowing this or learn it overnight. And we are here to answer your questions. Like Andi said, we want you guys to be as successful with this as possible, because if you guys are successful, it means we are. If we're successful, it means our uplines are, et cetera, et cetera. So that is the mindset I kind of want all of you guys to have, is that you're leaders and you want every single person you sign up under you, whether that's a discount coach or somebody who wants to actively run the business, you want to make sure they're successful in whatever goals that they have, because it's only going to benefit you for them to be successful. I heard this quote. I don't know what my son's doing. Sorry. I heard this quote that you shine brighter by making others shine. And it's so true. Like when you shine the spotlight on other people and you help them to shine brighter and you help them to succeed, it comes back on you tenfold. And it really does. And I feel like that's what's really great about this business, is that you can't think of anything you're doing as selfish, because it's not. You're helping other people in their businesses, and it just happens to benefit you too. And that's, I feel like the mindset a lot of people have, like, oh, I'm pushing for my rank goal, and I feel like that's a selfish thing for me to push for. My advice to you, and I feel like Andi would probably say the same thing. Sorry if I'm speaking for you, Andi. But my advice to you is, yes, you are pushing for your rank goal, so be honest with those people about it, but tell them how that benefits them and how you getting to, like, for example, I'm pushing for elite right now. I really want to hit 5-star. It's a long shot for me, but I'm pushing for it. And yeah, I am helping my coaches to push for diamond, because that's going to be what helps to get me to 5-star, what helps to get our team to an elite team. But in doing so, that's going to help each one of those coaches with their business by getting them to diamond, because they're going to start earning more potential. They're going to be helping more people with their finances, becoming coaches. They're going to help more people being able to reach more challengers. So everything, I feel like, helps everybody. And if you're just honest about it, you're honest about your goals, and you make sure to meet people where they are and push them towards their goals, not yours, then that's where everything's a win-win. As long as you're pushing them towards their goals, you're not making them do stuff they don't want to do. If you tell me you're going to run with this, I'm going to push you to run with this, because I want you to be successful too. So yeah. And that's why we're going to start focusing more on volume, because that's really where it's at. And I feel like if we can kind of get that mentality going in our group about volume and helping more people and being able to maximize that, so that we're all seeing that income potential that we have set as goals for ourselves, that's going to really help everybody. So, oh, that's an unhappy baby, Sarah. Oh, little guy. All right, so does anybody have any other questions? And if there's no other questions about all the volume stuff, I'll go ahead and stop recording, and if anybody wants to just chat after that. So any other questions? All right. Well, thank you, Andy. Even though you're not on the call, I hope you watch this so you can hear me saying thank you to you. But thank you, Andy, for doing that recording for us, especially since it was Jameson's birthday today. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you guys all got a lot out of this. And I look forward to seeing what you do at the end of the month. 3 days left. We've got it.